Hello, beautiful humans. Today I want to go into more detail of how mindfulness is essential to a slow living practice. So grab a cup of coffee or tea, sit back, and enjoy. Why is mindfulness such an essential part of slow living? Well, slow living is about living simply, stress-free, and being content. When we practice mindfulness, it allows us to be in touch with what is really important in our lives. People have told me that they understand the concept of being in the moment mindset, but don't know where to begin. Mindfulness is a popular phrase these days, signifying a condition of being present in the moment that many of us strive for, even as we criticize ourselves for dozing off, forgetting things, or wasting time on our phones. We tend to think about mindfulness as a tough endeavor that needs time, dedication, and maybe new attire or a particular cushion. But none of this is required. Even if we can't take 2 weeks off for a quiet retreat, we can all practice mindfulness. The first step is to grasp what mindfulness entails. It's just a choice to pay attention to the current moment in a thoughtful and non-judgmental manner. Mindfulness requires us to be aware of when our thoughts have gone into the past or into the future, and when we are regretting, daydreaming, or worrying instead of interacting with what is immediately in front of us. We give ourselves the greatest possible chance to make the best possible option, whatever that may be, every time we are able to step away from the pinball game in our heads and focus on the present. And the greatest part, when we inevitably fail to pay attention, it does not imply that we failed. One of the many benefits of mindfulness is that it cannot fail. What it does imply is that we have another opportunity to return to the present moment, but only if we recognize that our attention has gone in the first place. The most effective method to improve your ability to notice when you've left the present moment is to practice mindfulness in tiny doses as often as possible. Begin with things that are simple. Many people are becoming interested in mindfulness as a technique to cope with stress or challenging situations, which is a fantastic notion. But trying to be aware for the first time in the midst of a crisis, on the other hand, it's like trying to score the winning game goal when you've never gone to a single practice. Don't make things more difficult for yourself. Begin with good times, happy times, and you'll be ready to face life's problems when they come up. I would like to take the time to thank my slow living community for subscribing. If you're not yet a part of our community, subscribe so they can be alerted when I upload a new video. Also, please give this a like so that more people can see this type of content. Okay, let's get back to it. Pay attention is something you do on a daily basis. Pick 1 or 2 daily tasks, such as brushing your teeth, eating dinner, or cleaning your kitchen, and get into the habit of paying attention to what you're doing. When you brush your teeth, pay attention to the way the bristles feel in your mouth, how the water feels going in between your cheek and gums when you rinse. When eating dinner, eat slowly and pay attention to the way you chew your food, how the taste permeates your mouth. When cleaning your kitchen, feel the warm water and how you clean your counters and other items. Your thoughts will stray, maybe within a few seconds, but don't worry about it. Simply return your attention to what you're doing. Approach situations with an open mind. If you're unsure how to respond to a situation, or if you're irritated in ways that aren't productive, consider being inquisitive about what's going on instead. It's impossible to be furious and fascinated at the same time. That's just not how it works. Curiosity will not only help you get rid of a bad mood, it will also help you acquire a bit more clarity so you can make the best decision about how to proceed. A friend shared with me not too long ago the 4 T's. These are abbreviation for transitions, tea time, toilet, telephone. Take deep breaths and return to the present moment whenever you're transitioning from one activity to the next. Whether you're drinking tea or coffee, using the restroom, or checking your phone. Take deep breaths whenever you can. Breathing is an important mindful exercise since it is something we always do out of need. And it is also an excellent method to bring your attention back to the present moment. At any one time, taking 3 or 4 deep breaths and paying attention to them might help you calm down and focus. Physically ground yourself. Sit down and observe how the chair feels beneath your body if concentrating your breath isn't enough. Place your palms flat on the counter or table and experience how hard and chilly the surface feels. Keep a tiny stone nearby and rub your fingertips over it. These similar acts will bring you into the present moment. You'll find that when you practice mindfulness on a daily basis, it'll become more natural and easier to you. You'll be more inclined to slow down during important times of the day, and it'll be a lot simpler to take a few deep breaths and reply wisely than hurriedly to a cranky and challenging person. Don't get me wrong, you'll still forget to be aware more frequently than you'd want. And you'll still have times you wish you had managed things differently. However, you will be able to get back on track faster and let go more readily than before. And by keeping the practice of mindfulness as part of your daily practice, you will soon get the hang of it. But remember, no one's perfect. And that's okay. Just do the best you can. Thank you for spending time with me today. Until next time, be kind to yourself.